I figure why not go live to talk about it? Why not go live to talk about it? Those of you on Patreon, I will be responding to all the comments this weekend. Forgive my negligence. It's not negligence, but I have been neglecting it this month. So I want you all to know that no excuse for the 3 weeks that I was down. But I'm telling you, it took a hard hit, and you guys are all so supportive. So guess what? We have Defense Department's AARO office report, which I just can't wait to look at. Actually, I don't want to look at it. Defense Department, Pentagon, they're the ones that are trying to suppress the whistleblowers from coming out to speak. News Nation, Ross Coulthart, has a whole lineup of whistleblowers that actually were interviewed. Their testimonies were heard from the U.S. government, Congress. But what are they going to tell the public is what I'm excited for. I predict October 31st, Halloween night, they're going to, the one that Tim Burchett was talking about, representative from Tennessee State, Congress representative. Again, I'm repeating myself, with Paula Luna, with David Grush, the other whistleblowers waiting, and the other two that we saw, the Navy commander, Freyer. You know, look at Stephen Greer, everything that he's been saying. All these things at one point are going to have to come out. There's too much out there. They can suppress it all they want for as long as they want, but they're losing their funding. Pentagon's not going to get any money. That's for sure. Defense Department are going to lose their funding. Anyways, they're sending all the money to the war anyways. Americans don't need money, right? They're going to send it all away to other countries that we don't get along with and that we don't know about, you know, especially the ones that clash with us. Yeah. Unfortunately. Mr. Elias Valhatla. Yes, sir. First in the house. Greetings, Earthlings. Star Hunter. Thanks, Elias. Elias with his channel Crazy Music Space Jam is streaming tomorrow. We're going to be always heading over. I liked the bass bit of my Sharona, by the way. It's beau son, le bass, man. Good, a nice sound. Bass has a nice sound. It's another instrument I'd have to get, but you know. Instrument after instrument, eh? Mr. Paul Sabo in the house. Thanks a lot, Paul. Thanks for being here, man. Nice to see you. So, yeah, they came out with another report, guys. But the Defense Department's AARO office came out with a report. So they have to speak up. They're going to have to speak up at one point. People think, oh, they're not ever going to speak out. No, it's done. It's concluded. Aliens exist, and there's even a retrieval program, guys. Okay, all the proof is somewhere. There's physical data, even aliens probably, right? Not probably, they said so. But people are making videos saying, oh, they're not showing us. You know, they don't want to show. It's the government. Those people in the government have to allow the clearance to go through. Since they don't want that to go through, Congress, Republicans most likely, are going to make laws that are going to force the Pentagon and all three-letter associations. Need I say more? CIA, FBI, NRO, NRA. These are all manipulated, you know, run frontal organizations. DARPA, even though it doesn't have three letters. Same thing. Star Hunter, thanks for being here, man. Rod R is in the house. What is the black mark next to your name? Oh, Elias. All right. Elias. I don't see a black mark next to his name. That's the worst of it. I don't see the emojis either, unfortunately. I can never see emojis on StreamYard. Who else do we have here? We have Dalai Lama here. How is it going, Darla? Redacted, eh, Darla? I was looking at that link you were talking about what's going on. There's going to be a social media case about freedom of speech and whether we are allowed or not. You have to head over. Never mind whether you like it or not. Just head on over there. They're talking about it. It's the only channel talking about it anyways. Redacted on YouTube. The Morrises. Head on over there. I head over all channels. I listen. I look. I lurk. You know, it doesn't mean everything everyone says is always right. But I'm telling you, it's an interesting thing that just happened. Very interesting thing. This is Elias's Crazy Music Space Jam channel, which I should have indicated what the heck it was. But of course, Bruce missed it again. Yeah, it was good, man. And here's the thing. When I go to your channel, I don't see that link. I cannot find that link. It popped up, recommended to me, and I jumped on it and I shared it in the French on the French channel community. Mais je suis pas capable de trouver ça sur ta chaîne. I can't find that link that I posted of yours on your channel. Again, Bruce's glitch sometimes. Mr. Pat, how's it going, brother? Hello to you and family. Christopher Rollins, how's it going, man? Hope you're feeling better, bro. In the house, Casa Nostra, how's it going, man? Thanks for coming back, you guys. Appreciate it. Oh, I hope you're not muted. I hope everything's okay. His Highness, let us know. Let us know if you can hear us, my friend. Hey, Michael, thanks a lot, man. Hlasky, and thanks for being members, guys. Really appreciate that. Too buzzed to buzz the tower right now. Yeah, well, stay grounded. Don't want to have you flying around by that tower because it's it's full of water, eh? You got to be careful. So they say it's full of water. Who knows? Could be aliens watching us inside of it. How are you, Susan Ravella? We have LA. Thanks for coming back, y'all. Love my new emojis. I wish I could damn see them. Says orange TV, shape, person, turquoise, waving speech. New emojis. When did come out with the new gas emojis? Sorry. Yep, we got lots of those. Thank you very much, sir. His Highness, I appreciate that. Paul says, hey, Bruce, did you see the vid of Hillary Lizard Clinton coughing? Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw that one, man. Coughing up literally like 2 green eggs, and he's not kidding about it. And P.S. Owen was put in solitary right from the get-go. Yeah, Owen. Are you talking about our friend Owen Schroyer? He's going to jail, possibly. I think it's going to be put back or eliminated on Monday. That's when he has to go, right? Present himself. A warrant for his arrest or something. I'm wishing him the best because if not, he's only coming out on the 24th of December. For those wondering who I'm talking about Owen Schroyer, reporter on a Bandot video, InfoWars. There's a couple of reporters there along with Alex Jones, and Owen just so happens to be one of it. Can't talk about too much about what's going on because we're not allowed, but the date was J6, and apparently he was blamed to have been inside, and that's all I can say. It's probably already demonetized anyways. Hey, Cam, how's it going? Miss Susan in the house. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for coming back for the double dippers, the double dappers. Study S, how are you? Evening to you. Thanks for being here. The Space Coyote 82. I know it there. I've seen it. I know it's there. I've seen it. What the hell are they really doing? Exactly. What are they really doing? I'm telling you, we are going to find out a whole bunch of new things because, and well, expect the system to come crumbling down, though. The elites are going to rebel against this. They've already lost. They're losing now. We got Biden, Mr. Ice Cream, that wants to rewrite the New World Order, and the elites and Soros and all the other shitheads responded back. I think it was Kissinger. I think he responded something like this. No, you will not rewrite the New World Order. I mean, these are bad people, right? Kissinger's still going. You look at him and you go, when? I hope it's not now, but soon, because when I talk about it, usually something happens. Notice there's a particular year where the royal people become deceased, and kings and monarchs is always that 98, 96 year, 99, that comes to par. How old's Kissinger? How old is Kissinger? Well, this is the year, and we all know it. No, you know Christmas, right? Shouldn't have said it, but yeah, he's 100 years old. Henry Kissinger is 100 years old. He was here before Canada was founded. No, but sorry about that. Yes, sir, Paul. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, guys. Wow, thank you. Who else is here? We got our friend Sugar Bee's here. How are you, Sugar Bee? We have DJ Zedek. I love the name. Orlando traffic is intense right now. Oh, in Orlando. I was watching planes leaving the Montreal airport headed towards Orlando. Got a lot of people going to Florida from here. That would explain all the Quebecers on the beaches over there. Big guts on the beaches. Safe driving, my friend. Thanks for listening in. DJ Zadok. Zadok. Hey, bro. Christina in the house. How's it going, sister? We have Jeremy Vicious. Salut, Jeremy Vicious. Bonjour. How many people are watching? Hey, guys, we're 30. Holy shit. That's a first. But my family's here. 38 people watching, so that's it is very good, very good. Oh yeah, like a blackbird. That's Elias's name. I don't see that. I do not see that. Yes, sir, Anthony. Come on down. Let's talk about this shit. This shit's happening. I haven't even read the report, by the way. I just found out on the report. I went to the Black Vault, CIA site. Went to the Black Vault to see what they had to say about the report. It is the AARO's office's report, the Defense Department's AARO office. Don't forget, Defense Department are the ones pushing back. Welcome if there are new subscribers here. 38 now, watching 37. Not too many people, so that's interesting. I'll be able to get to the end of the line here. Hey man, have you seen my paintings? If it's the paintings, I'm probably not talking about the same thing, but I only have 3 or 4 paintings that I did here, and I posted them on I think Google Plus back in the day. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, or you're talking about well, yeah, probably. If you say I made the fantastic paintings, hope you're not talking about Darla's fantastic paintings or CE5 painting that he gave me, David White's painting that he gave me. David White's in the hospital, for all of you that don't know, by the way. He came on at the first stream and said hi to us. He's undergoing surgery. We're going to send him some energy. If I'm not mistaken, I don't remember. Is it Monday or Tuesday? I think so. He seems that he was well. We can send him some love when you guys see him. If you see him in the community, David White, he's always here. We miss you, David, if you're listening in. Well, because I like this place. I think I'm going to live here for a little while. Susan, no, I'm kidding. I'm sorry for that. Oh, I was doing my ventriloquist. Are you talking about Kissinger? Sorry about that, Susan. I did not want anything to happen with the new oil. Sorry. I apologize a lot. No, it's because I'm pretty sure it's because I was doing the Kissinger imitation. Hello, Andromeda Native. How are you? He's alive. Thanks, Darla. How's it going, Andromeda? Thank you very much, kind sir. Hello to you, Andromeda. Nice to see you. As Hiron says, my grandmother saw a UFO in the 50s at the BMK Tower in St. Therese. Wow. You know, man, I think there was more sightings in the 1950s because you hear all the old stuff, right? That we hear about UFOs. It's all 50s and 40s, 50s, and right after Roswell. In the 50s, listen, they were present here right up till the end of the Second World War. You could be sure. And I didn't hear too much about it, but I'm pretty sure I'd be curious to find out if in Vietnam, if UFOs were seen in Vietnam. Don't forget, Vietnam stories are just starting to come out. They were there bombarding villages, but there was no enemy there. It's just coming out now since last year, maybe a year or two. Some of the people that were in Vietnam are starting to come out and talk about stuff. You know, it takes so many years for these things to come out, eh? Stupid. Oh, Paul. Okay, thanks, man. Really? Okay, that's why he wasn't on his show and whatnot. So holy shit. So they did it. So they literally put him in jail. So he was jailed without being guilty, literally. But you know how it is now. It's not innocent until you're proven guilty. It's guilty until you're proven innocent. That's the new laws now, unfortunately. Thanks, Anthony. Done. But tomorrow live stream Eastern time. Yes. I'll be there at the stream, Elias's stream. Thanks again, hey Paul. I'll be at the stream for sure. Crosshatch is here. How's it going, man? Nice to see you, brother. Always. Listen, China, just if it's true, they just launched their first methane. That's right, methane propulsion system. Are they going to be charged for spreading methane in the atmosphere that's going to kill us and contaminate us when you need methane in Earth's atmosphere because it keeps the oxygen low to the surface so that it's not like walking on Mount Everest down here, right? Much like on the moon. So they say if it's really 1/6 of the atmosphere, the moon's right inside of Earth's atmosphere. Geocorona of Earth extends many, many, many thousands of kilometers past the moon. So I believe it's raining on the moon, snowing on the moon. There'll be a hot side, a cold side. I have no idea if the temperatures are that drastic, rising, descending to like thousands of degrees. I highly doubt that. Really doubt that. Yeah, man. 100. And I'm afraid when these people pass away. You know why? Because you see the shit that hits the fan. You see what happened when hello, the queen, her husband passed away, and then Dracula, and then when the queen passed away, see all the changes. The end of a treaty. You got these 100 year treaties where no war. You can be sure that was all signed. I don't even know, guys. I don't even have to look to see if treaties were signed after the war. Of course, must have signed a 50-year treaty or 70 years, 60 years, no war. And then boom, war is back. They need war. That's how they make money. Because they ask for money. They ask for money. They're like teenagers. I'm telling you. A real shit show. First 100, never know with some of these people. Living vampires. Yeah. Uh he always looks like he just came out of his coffin every time he talks too, when you think of that. Right, Mr. C. Yeah, our friend Paul, absolutely. Paul gifted 50 members. 16th was his. So if you guys got gifted a member and you're wondering who did, maybe it's Paul. You can thank him. I got some thank yous on the stream after you had done that. People were saying thanks for the gifted things. I said it was Paul. It was Paul. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Choked with the cold. 6 and 9s. 24. We'll see all truths come forth. 24. 24. You know, the programming, there's a report that's out, this a file document, they made a new law about the New World Order and stuff. It's got the number 60606 on it. So stupid, eh? Tell me that they don't do it on purpose. Obviously, they would never integrate 3 6s in any document number, right? Like, government would be able to do that, you'd think. A police car right here in town, actually in the town over in Ormstown, the what do they call, they have the supervisor, right? So you got the car goes by and it's written supervisor on the side. The number is 6066. That's the number of the police supervisor car in Ormstown. So it's all real. Yes, absolutely. All I know, full moon tomorrow. But is it true? Also, partial eclipse too, and Jupiter closest to Earth. Exactly. Jupiter closest to Earth on the 2nd of November and the 3rd of November. That's what's going to happen. Jupiter, in other words, it's going to be very bright in the sky. It's going to be hard to see them. So it's sort of, it's an alignment because Jupiter will be between the sun and Earth. And it's going to cause, the full moon tomorrow is going to be partial eclipse. Yep, exactly. I heard it was going to hide almost the whole moon. So we're going to see whenever you have a solar eclipse, right? Like we just had a solar eclipse, right? Always with the moon, 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after a daytime solar eclipse, you're always going to have the moon with an eclipse at the exact phase before or after. So they coincide. When you have a solar eclipse, you're also going to have a lunar eclipse. Not everybody knows that. I didn't know it either. I just, learned that actually. Man, Paul, thank you so much. Paul, geez, bro. Thanks, man. Did it again. Gifted 5 memberships. So those of you that just became members, you have a chance of being a member for a month, the end of the month. Yeah, you didn't have to pay anything, and you can, come back at the end of the month or appreciate what Paul did, and please do thank him though, guys. Please. Now, how come when I put a star on it, where'd it go? It's right there, and I put a star on it. It should be on top. Okay, it's on top, I guess. Hey, Paul, thanks a lot, man. You guys should be seeing it on top, I hope. On the top of the feed, you should be seeing a P with 5 gifts. 21. Thank you very much, man. Wow. I'm happy to be one off the 38 watching. Bruce, one of the 38 watching. Yeah, absolutely. And now, wow, man, 57. And that's surprising, eh? They're stopping at least 100 people from reaching the channel. Ruth Kelly, how are you? Nice to see you. Lise, thank you. Rest of this year, 2024, it will be interesting times. Everything, guys. The sun, Coronal Hole facing Earth, no sun activity right now, but Monday, a possible impact of radiation. So we're going to see what's going to happen when that coronal hole faces Earth. That's a very dangerous situation. The peaks of the sun is going to cause dramatic weather. When you go outside and they're going to announce rain, while your wind is not going to be 38, 40 miles. It's going to be 80, 90 miles. And it's going to be all throughout the year. There's going to be melting of the snow in Quebec, and there's going to be freezing temperatures in Quebec. It's going to be up and down. It's going to be crazy. El Nino, the polar vortex, that is going to be manipulated. The ozone layer is at its biggest, guys. We've never seen the ozone layer that big. Honga Tonga ballistic missile is what caused that. I saw the video. That was a deliberate hit. Huh? Really? Geez, we got some famous birthdays. Mine, Galileo. I'm born the same day as Galileo, February 15th. And His Highness, Vincent Price. Man, one of my heroes. I always wanted to be Pookie like him, because that's how I used to say spooky when I was really young. Tim Ravel. Hi, man. Thanks a lot, Tim. Thanks again, Ruth, for being here. Happy birthday. What do you mean? It's not. No, no, no. It's not been a year since I sang you happy birthday. No friggin' way. Are you serious? When was it? I'll have to go back and check that. But if so, happy birthday. 'Cause I'm gonna have to sing happy birthday again. Make another video, dude. In my birthday suit. I lost all that weight. Want to show you all how thin I am? No, I won't. Don't worry. Remember when everyone had um, a bomb iron T-shirt? Yes, yes, I do. Hey, it's funny, LA, that you said that. That explains the guy with the gun in front and the machete and all these. I guess it was costumes. At one point, I started finding some really weird people going to the neighbor's house. Then I saw an orange sign on the door. I said, "Oh, they must be doing Halloween parties." October 31st is when I predict that they're going to come out with a report, because people are busy at parties on October 31st. People won't be looking for UFOs online. I will. But most people will be busy with parties and families and with their kids and not be watching the news, most likely. I'm curious to see what AARO has to say, though, because I'm afraid that they're probably still going to be denying everything. I think they are still denying the fact that it's a foreign invader like China or Russia or something like that. So it if they say, and they did, the government got hiccup, sorry. The government says they don't know what they are, and then they said that they're not extraterrestrial. You can't. You can't say that they're not extraterrestrial. NASA has no right, since they don't know what it is. If they don't know what it is, I confirm to you that NASA has not concluded and or confirmed that aliens do not exist or extraterrestrials. They still haven't confirmed that they do, but they haven't confirmed that they don't. If they don't know what the hell it is, um, we'll see in the report if they actually confirmed that it's not adversarial countries. I don't know if they confirmed that or not. What do you mean? Sorry about his birthday. Vincent Price is pretty cool. I thought. He's the one that laughs in the Michael Jackson song. Sorry about your birthday. The Titanic sunk on my. Oh, Susan. Sorry. You caught me. Don't do that. You caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting. Sorry. Have that much of a dramatic date, eh? Yeah. Like, think of it. The poor people are going to be born on 9/11. You know, a certain dates that people are born. It's like, anyways. It's a phoenix, I think. I've seen a phoenix before. Huh? Who uses the phoenix as representation? Jawohl. Huh? Yep. Turtle just recovered the carbon. Oh, yeah, that's true. Darla. That is true. The carbon tax. Oh my gosh, what an idiot I am for not having put that in the title. Canada, all Canadians, the carbon tax is done with here in Canada for the next 3 years. Okay. So Trudeau got caught. His wife, Sophie, has been sleeping around behind Trudeau's back. Piece of. Anyways, I'm talking about Trudeau. I can't stand the leech. So Sophie, you know who she was sleeping with? I thought it was His Highness. I don't know if he's married or not. I don't want to say that, but it's some doctor, some smart guy in Ottawa that maybe, I don't know if you know him as Highness, the doctor in Ottawa that Sophie's having was having a relationship with for several months, I guess, before. But again, I don't know. It's what they tell us, right? I don't really care about his relationship. All I know is that, not because I'm a bad person, he's supposed to be in charge of Canada. So take charge of Canada, China, because that's what we're living in, the China state. Yeah, it was awesome, Tim. I agree with that. Hey there, Jackie. How are you? Bruce and everyone in this awesome community. I'll be listening, won't be able to chat. Right on, Jackie. Thanks for listening in with my phone's charging. Absolutely. Can't reach from a comfy position. Feel the arrival of the full moon in my back. Yeah, and there's going to be an eclipse, Jackie. Also, tomorrow night, or when I say tomorrow night, gonna be careful, depending on what your time zone is. The full moon, when it's nighttime and your full moon is out, you should be seeing an eclipse, maybe a partial eclipse. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it. Renette Sap, thank you very much for coming back. Again, I appreciate that. Hello to all the Bruce Sees All family. Thank you very much, Renette. Appreciate that. Bruce, thanks for double dipping in the streams. Bruce talks and the Eagles head moves. It's pretty cool. He follows me. He nods, sometimes nods his head. Exactly. DJ Zadok does not feel like he's alone in the car now. Hey, check that behind you. The guy's like, oh, don't do that, dude. That's creepy. Is there anything more annoying? Someone will scream in my ear, Bruce, and I don't get excited. But if somebody comes up to my ear and goes, hey, Bruce, freakiest thing. It's like, stop it. Don't make me hungry, guys. Yep. Yeah. Tonga, Hunga, Tonga, Hunga, Tonga. The submersive volcano. That's what happened. I saw the video. Kai, if you're listening today, if you're lurking, I hope you're feeling okay this evening. Bruce said, Pictorem, summer is back and a whole collection of really great paintings. What an idiot I am, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're not paintings, eh? Get this, Anthony, that is my photography of how I showed the world by using high dynamic ranges, very high dynamic ranges and very vibrant colors to make like the world look like a cartoon. Not like, it literally looks like a cartoon, but you must be also talking about the greenery one, right? Like the one with the river. Yeah, I was forgetting about that. It looks literally like a painting, but it's not. It's a real image. But you probably knew it, but you're probably talking. It looks like paintings, but it could be. It could be that you thought they were paintings because, yeah, my photography, I made everything look like a painting, and it really did look like a painting. Thanks for checking that out, eh? Appreciate that, my friend. Angel Dreams, thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Missed this morning. Sorry about that. No problem. I was bummed, but glad I'm here now. How is everyone? And Bruce, I'm doing pretty good. Had a little bit of an allergy and eye problem this morning. A little bit of pimples here and puffiness, but aside from that, I'm doing very, very fine. I feel silly tonight. I'm praying that tonight, actually, I'm very excited. I might have to run off in 5-10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, just to double check to see if there are any UFOs rising up outside. You know, I've not passed an evening. I have not passed an evening that I've not gone outside to look at those UFOs rising up, except for all the rain that we had. The rain was bad, so I wasn't able to check out the sky, but something tells me maybe tonight we're going to be able to see some more crazy stuff. I'll be watching, Andromeda. Thanks again, Anthony Williams. Their presence. A sign of their presence. Thanks so much, Darla. Hammer time smash. I like it. Darla's getting the lingo. She understands. Oh, yes. That sounds like that was the name of my old band. And now, with number one hit, Sadness by Emotional Convictions. I feel so stupid tonight. I've seen UFOs here in South Carolina. Hey, Renette, South Carolina. Hello. Over 100 showed up on my birthday about 5 years ago. I have photos of one I was able to photograph. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Did you notice, were they all together? Were they grouped together? Were they separated? Was it different times that they went by? Were they all going the same directions? UFOs can go the same directions too. It doesn't mean everything we see are satellites, because honestly, if you're looking at a light, if it is a satellite, it would be very, very, very small. It would not be very bright, and you can't see them very long. You usually see them between 6 and 7:30, I think, over the horizon, because of where the sun is as it's going down on the horizon. So they say, "Hi, Angel." Appreciate that, Angel. Thank you, guys. 50 watching. Hey, Darla, everybody. They're suppressing us. They're suppressing us. What you mad, little trolls? I could never be bugged at school because I don't know. I'd smile when somebody would try to bug me or call me fat, so or fast, and I'd just freaking laugh. I'd laugh so bloody much. I'd walk around like this, and the girls would all laugh. The girls were like, Bruce is so cool. He's a cool guy. Then after that, I got in a fight with all the guys, and this is a true story. So because I love poetry, I inscribed myself into poetry, and I took cooking class. So I said to myself, I'll be the only guy in cooking class, So I was with all the girlfriends of the guys that were, I say all the guys, like I was hated. I wasn't hated. I had a couple of guys that were just didn't like fat people at school. I was the smallest fat one at school. I went to school with some really big guys, man. Wow. William and stuff. Poor guy, hell of a good guy. William was, I think, 700 and something pounds. So, wow. Darla, thank you so much. You guys make it what it is. I'm telling you. It has, Renette. And don't forget, even Chinese spy balloons, probably in your area. Like, isn't it like Wisconsin where the first Chinese balloon was spotted? They go, it was spotted over Wisconsin, the first friggin' balloon. It's like, what the hell is that? How did it get to Wisconsin? It's not a Chinese balloon. There's no way in hell a Chinese balloon drifted over the ocean, drifted over Canada, and nobody saw it in Canada. Yeah, I don't believe that. It's a little suspicious. It's almost like they've never heard of the carbon cycle, food cycle. Yeah. Want to get rid of all carbon. So all life, of course, we die. We're made of carbon. Where do you think the carbon comes from? From Earth. They're talking like it's this horrible thing. They're flying around using a lot of carbon. They're the ones with the carbon footprint problem. Bill Gates, moron, going around the world in his friggin' planes to talk about the carbon tax. How do you like that one? To talk about the carbon tax, we're going to take a bunch of jet planes down, like the Bilderberg meeting. They're going to be meeting up again very soon to talk about the world. It's funny how they've had meetings for many years, all the reunion of all the leaders and countries, elites in reality, and oligarchs and, billionaires and whatnot. In reality, they were never able to regulate anything. And there's always and only wars. They're the ones doing that. The ones pretending to get together. We'll get together behind closed doors. Where do the strippers come in? The back door? What do you think they're doing in there? Absolutely frig all. They are doing nothing to help humanity. They're planning on how to destroy it, basically. Bruce, you gotta limit yourself. What did the baby corn say to the mama corn? I don't know. I've been looking forward to that answer. Hey, nice, Pamela. Appreciate it. Nice to see you, my dear friend. Thanks for coming back, Pamela. Hey, Bruce, I look to the moon. Going to be many changes. With the sun, the different light, the reflection and stuff, we're seeing more colors on the moon. That's one thing that I know should change. Oh, by the way, guys, the moon is shifting over to the dark lit side, the unlit side of Earth. It is shipping itself over. It's going to skim away. Do you understand that? I don't, because the moon's locked in position. even though it's rotating simultaneously in synchronous rotation. They talked about, guess what they talked about on the report today in AARO's office's report, the Defense Department's AARO office's report. They talked about libration, parallax, and foreshortening. What I just mentioned on the moon about the differences and seeing the elevation because of parallax. We're looking at we're not looking, we're on one moving object, filming another moving object. They say that when you do that, all the objects will look like they are lying down, but not just lying down. When it scrolls back to us, the moon, you see the elevation, and when it scrolls ahead, it does the opposite effect. So they say. I've heard stories, says His Highness, of the. I studied a little bit of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Oh no, okay, no, sorry about that. I thought the Ho Chi Minh Air Embassy Empire Air. Sorry, I was lost. Right, trail soldiers entering the gates and being sent to the long past. I've heard that before. Cross has Hatch says the rain here at the moment is torrential. Wow, streets flooding. I'm high up, so not a problem. A good thing you're high up, but we're not here. I'm like 38 feet above or below, above sea level. Yeah, always Andromeda. You know it. They're always lying about everything. Yeah, cow farts. Remember when they talked about that, guys? This is real, by the way. They talked about car farts, cow farts with methane, because they do crap out methane. I've seen a cow. Well, anyway, that's sort of disgusting. I've seen its stomach completely bloated up with the methane gas not being released. The cow is like literally with his 4 feet like that, can't even bend his feet. They puncture a hole in the stomach, allow that gas to be released, and then China grabs that and puts it in a rocket and sends up a rocket, because now they're using methane to get up into. Why wouldn't we use methane? Why wouldn't we use it? I got an idea. Maybe we stop using the elements of Earth. If Earth is filled with gold, silver, and minerals and oil and shit like that, why are we taking it all the oil? We're taking the minerals and stuff like that, fracking the shit out of Earth there. I read that again. The cow that jumped over the moon, methane power. That's right. And over the spoon or something. Scotland, UK. Right on. Yes, absolutely. We all want to be on the high ground, eh? Democrats make war, my father said. Yeah, and he was right. Said that when I was a child, she says. He was special forces. You see, back then, the special forces, wow, that's incredible, Andromeda. Back then, the special forces, even today, like, they know a lot, right? And they know a lot about the New World Order and stuff like that. So did your dad back in the time, for sure, because it was something that was spoken about, maybe not necessarily spoken about the New World Order, but the agenda. There's always been an agenda, right? Why doesn't Dracula bite Casper? I want these answers now. Popcorn? Is that what it makes? Yep. Right. The Chrome logo, like the CERN logo, Microsoft logo is a Hitler sign with 4 windows, which it really is, eh? Bruce, on you live earlier today. I missed what you said. What happened on October? Yes, right on, Renette. Can you share that again with us? My pleasure, Renette. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, Tim Burchett is a representative in the American Congress in the States. He, Republican, right? A good guy. And him and other people are waiting for the data, documents, and information to be declassified about the alien retrieval program. Because they say apparently there's an alien retrieval program where aliens were retrieved, bodies also, and even a living alien, and many, many craft that are declared to be extraterrestrial. So what I'm saying is I believe October 31st, Renette, October 31st, Halloween, will be the day that they bring the report out. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't last Halloween there another report? Okay, here's the exciting part. They're going to be talking about a capture August 21st, 2022. August 21st, 2022. That's around the time that I was, I either found the one that landed down in my yard was on Halloween night, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember that, like at midnight. Halloween at midnight, the UFO landed in my yard, you know. Um, it didn't land, by the way. It came down eye level right over me, 15, 20 feet away. But it was October 31st, Halloween. So I believe that they're going to choose Renette. They're going to choose the 31st of October because it's going to be a day that a lot of people are going to be busy with their children. Some people are going to be at parties. They're probably going to try to hold that away from us. I wouldn't be surprised if they do hold that away from us. Who knows? Wow, Angel. Yes, and thanks, Paul. Thanks so much, man, for helping my channel grow. Hello there. How's it going, Alex? Sammy, I'm in the house. Yes, it does. It does. It does. It does. How's it going, Sammy M? We were meant to be fishing and camping till Monday, but I had to pull out due to cold. Sorry about that. I'm hoping they didn't go as it'll be a heavy night for them. Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, nothing pleasant about being out in the fishing when it's really freaking cold. That's for sure. Right on, you guys. Just got a new silver bar. Right on, man. Right on. Yep. Keep sticking it, accumulating it. Silver. It's a good thing. It's going to grow. It's a time where it is going to grow. And now that the price is stable, profite-toi-en. Angel Dreams coffee is cold. It seems like yesterday we were talking about the last one. Yeah. I even said it to a family member I was talking to a couple of days. I said, what the hell? The moon's half. I said, I just filmed the eclipse, right? I just filmed the eclipse. The video's posted not that long ago, and we're back at the other full moon. Some months we have 2 full moons also. Lots of things that are interesting to learn about. You know, you got the blue moon. What do they mean by blue moon? It's because there's dos lunas. You got 2 moons. They call it a blue moon because they say once in a blue moon. The expression comes from the blue moon, which is 2 moons. Like the blood moon. There's another one that I've caught. I was able to catch. Held Lightning, how are you? Thank you for being here. Well, I'm happy that you were here. I'm happy some of you were here. And it wasn't just new people or trolls trying to attack the channel. So that's really cool. And Held Lightning, thanks for being here. Thanks for the comments at the same time. That's really awesome, Paul. Thanks, man. That could be him, man. It could be him that married Sophie. Not married, but was having fun with her. If 6 turned out to be 9, I don't mind. I don't mind. Yeah, I'd prefer 6 to be 9, eh? Like flip it over, turn it around. The 666 numbers in our DNA is very scary, eh? It really is. The 666 in the DNA. And those that don't know the mark of the beast yet, it'll be in the right hand, a chip, and the mark on the forehead. Did you know that the terrorists in the other countries, Hamas, ISIS, and all that, they have Allah on their forehead? But do you know that Allah's sign has a 666 in it? I get a lot of people that hate me, but that's a fact, right? Because people hate people that talk about facts. I'm not going to linger on that. Do your own research. Heard that on Alex Jones. Somebody did a very interesting report yesterday on InfoWars. I was blown away by that. Actually, no, I'm not blown away. I'm sort of Like, don't you guys, every time you hear news about the UFOs and the aliens and the retrieval program, didn't you honestly know that that was going on? It's like, yeah, well, is your heart really racing because they talked about a alien retrieval program? No, you probably say it's obvious that it is going on. The aliens that were working with the you know who, yes, are now turning away. They want disclosure. Yes, and that's another thing. The Galactic Federation at one point said that the aliens were not ready to reveal themselves, but they will be revealing themselves. The time is now. They are right on, DJ. The time is now that they're going to do that, Andromeda. And at the same time, it's all related to the moon. Imagine how long are we going to be till they actually admit that all these lights are on every celestial object all around us. They're talking about so many things, guys. They're talking about the several moons. They're talking about all the asteroids in lower Earth orbit, a second sun. We have China that made a sun. The US and Germany both have suns, but they're held inside in ground so that they would not ignite the atmosphere. But China, the CCP, doesn't give a crap about people, right? So I'm not talking about China, the CCP. Very important. Hey, DJ Zadak. It is priceless channel, guys. I don't know what I'd do without you all. I'll be honest with you. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, we're at 60, guys. We had a nice little family picnic today. That's okay. Nice little family picnic. I say it all the time, eh? If they're suppressing Stephen Greer, suppress Bob Lazar, they suppress David Grush. If I find something which I'm sorry, but I think what I found on the moon is just as dangerous to expose, nothing's going to happen because, they're just going to keep it, the traffic limited. Redacted also talking about how they are limited. The government is pulling views down of certain topics. You talk about war, you talk about COVID, you talk about most likely, I can only guess, aliens or extraterrestrials or UFOs. Not talking about it's not a problem. Showing stuff related to that could possibly damage national security. Be sure I don't want to damage national security. And hiccups again. Excuse me. I don't want to cause any problems for the US by exposing that, but I mean, I don't give a crap, guys. It has to be exposed. Whoever the hell is up there is responsible for telling us what's going on up there. Are there nefarious things going on up there? Like, you have to wonder. Thanks, Darla. Really is incredible. Thanks a lot, Paul. Man, how's it going? Andre, you're going to have to come on. If you don't come to the house, because I'm not very inviting, am I? Um, why don't you freaking come on at least a live stream or something in French, or if you speak better English, to come on here so we can set up that telescope of yours, though. That would be something cool to do. Get more craft, catch those buggers. I will, Andromeda. I guarantee you. Let me just see if I'm not going to go out with the camera. I just want to see real quickly, 2 minutes maximum if the sky is clear. Hey, we made it to 9 o'clock. I'll be right back, everyone. The sad troll mustache again. Papa Luigi mustache. Find look like Papa Luigi when I go like this. Yeah, the sky is bad, guys. Right now, it's completely covered over. That really sucks. I'm going to be watching. You can be sure of that. We're ramping up towards the next 188-day sunspot flurry, then on to CE. Yeah, listen, you know what's going to happen is it's going to be peaking. Storms are going to be excessively high around the world. The categories of the hurricanes are going to be excessive. The earthquakes are going to be high six, sevens, and eights and nines. That's scary stuff. That's a fact, by the way. Right on. Einstein, too, there's a couple of things that you know, that he told us. Even if he was wrong on a couple of things, the guy was a genius. Jan 10. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be gruesome. What I filmed this year, you guys know it, eh? What I filmed on the sun this year was pretty damn bad. I'd never seen sunspots that big in my entire life. And I've never seen anybody post them that big. And then all of a sudden they started with the big, massive coronal mass ejections and solar storms. And the field lines align themselves. They look like buildings. You see literally angles, magnetic angles that are all symmetrical. Like that's really weird, eh? It's going to be pretty crazy, I think. The time 8:30. I'm really late there. I have to go down here. I go down. If I'm going to miss a whole bunch of people, though, I know it. Whatever it is you think I see. Right on, Maria. Maria, thank you for everything, you guys. I love you guys. Karen, how are you? It's all about psychological pain. That's what the physical world is. Punishing us, punishing us. Oh yeah. Yep. And the worst of it, LA, all the kids that were I had a very good youth. I had no problems with kids at school except for that Jeff and Ryan. My mother laughed when I told her about the story about what happened, and I don't think I'm going to repeat it. Actually, it's a little embarrassing, but I got him really good. I'm a big guy. I'm in the so I start telling everyone I should be reading the report there. I'm in the bathroom doing what I have to do. Number two, right? Cleaning myself. He arrives just at that time. What do you think I did? Shot it up to him. Hitler mustache right in his face. I was the only guy, him and Ryan, that I had problems with at school. You know why they got mad at me? Not because I was fat, because it didn't bother me being overweight. I wasn't a disgusting overweight fat guy. I was just chubby. And they were making it out to be a big thing. But their girlfriends, I was in the poetry class with them, and their girlfriends, they were really sweet. All the girls in that class, I never was able to see how they were, right? Until I was in the class alone with them. Very nice girls, and they're all sweet. Everyone in school was sweet, except when they were with their boyfriends, right? But they really like my poetry. I have a lot of poetry here, hundreds of poems. I was 12, 13, 14 years old writing poetry. And the girls loved my poetry, so they'd get even more mad because the girls were saying, hey, this guy is really good at poetry, right? He writes some good poetry. So the teacher would have me, Miss Darlington, go up to the front of the class and read out my poems. She got me put in the yearbook, the poetry. She told me you're going to be writing books and stuff. So that was awesome. It was encouraging, that and photography class got in trouble all the time. I started taking these pictures of stuff. I don't even think I ever told my mom that I had started the photography class. No, we don't want pictures like that. We want more pictures like that. I was making awesome pictures, and they wanted basic sort of picture stuff, and I wasn't really. It was boring, so I said, nah. Views and likes are being suppressed by the government. Yes, Darla. It was on the news, eh? That's how sad it is. And they're suppressing on subjects that have to remain hidden, like national security subjects, like I said, COVID, war, most likely UFOs too. That's what I think. Have you seen the photo that Mexico shared where it looks like hundreds of orbs? It was like that about 3 p.m. I ended up blowing up. Photo 1600%. Could see the front shield and wings. So was it drones or was it actually UFOs or something? Because I mean, if you're seeing wings and stuff like that, that's interesting. Uh, I hope this is not real, because if it is, they're fucked up, eh? We're living in this crazy world. That's scary. All right, let me share. I don't know actually. Thank you, His Highness. I'll leave that up all month. Trudeau wants maid assisted suicide for drug addicts and mental illness. Yep. I'm totally against this shit. I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. Unless maybe Trudeau's feeling suicidal. On the same planet as Superman. I came here when it was destroyed. No, I am born and raised right here, my friend Pamela, on the outskirts of Montreal. Born and raised Valleyfield. That's where I'm from. Went to school in Valleyfield. Went to school around here and spent all my life here. Moved around a little bit, but not too far. I'm just on the outskirts, Pamela, of Montreal. Good evening to you, Yvonne. How are you doing? Edward Scheinberg. I did not see them. So right, let me go see here. Is it going to be boring? It's on the Black Vault, where I'm going to look for it because they're the one that posted the report. I'm going to take a look to see if there's anything interesting in the report. And in other words, what I'm going to read to you guys is the page that explains what's in it and stuff. We're not going to read the whole thing. I don't know how long it is. I haven't checked it myself. What is that they're talking about? Amplifies UFO secret. Ooh. Yeah, it's older. DOD amplifies UFO secrecy yet again. Additional exemptions reinforce law enforcement claim. I mean, it's a real shit show what they're doing. What did I just see here? NASA's Bennu asteroid sample contains carbon and water. Did you hear about that one, guys? Nothing doesn't contain carbon and water, I think, eh? Basically. Memorandum of Agreement sheds light on NASA's liaison role in Defense Department's UFO office, AARO. Lots of information coming out. Boy, I tell you guys, lots of stuff coming out here. National Intelligence, the Department of Defense, Office of the Director of National Defense, Defense Department's AARO office releases October 2023 UAP UFO report. I'm scared. Second here, I'm going to fix this up. The Department of Defense, DOD, and the Office of the Director. So those just arriving, just listening, this is the UFO report that came out by the Defense Department's AARO office, AARO, right? Where Luis Elizondo was also. The Department of Defense, DOD, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, ODNI, just released a detailed report on UAPs as mandated by the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, for fiscal year 2022. The report offers an in-depth look into UAP cases that span from the 31st of August 2022. That's an important date. I posted a very important video on that day to the 30th of April 2023, with additional inclusions of reports from earlier periods between 2019 and 2022 that were previously unmentioned. Think of everything else that wasn't mentioned, guys, all the way from Roswell. They're getting away with all that. All the documents they must have erased and eradicated, hid, omitted to show people, right? During the stated period, the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, like I said, that's where Luis Elizondo, we're still waiting for information from him, but there's no clearance. Registered a total, the AARO department, okay, AARO office, a total of 291 291 UAP reports. Out of these, 274 were the aforementioned. Honestly, I have never heard of that word. 274 were from the aforementioned period. Okay, aforementioned period, that time, the date that we said it right. Sorry. While 17 were from earlier reporting periods that had not been previously submitted. The report outlined most reports still reflect a bias towards restricted military airspace, a result of reporting from military personnel and sensors present in such areas. This bias has been lessened by reporting from commercial pilots, showing a more diverse geographic distribution of UAP sightings across all of the United States. While the AARO office has not received any evidence linking UAP sightings to health concerns, several reports do highlight potential safety concerns for military aviation. Specifically, some UAPs reportedly displayed concerning performance characteristics. It's the maneuverability, including high-speed travel and unusual maneuverability. Nevertheless, the report assures, while the mere presence of UAP in the airspace, this is their defense, this is all a shit show made deliberately, word for word, to lie in our faces. Keep that in mind. While the mere presence of UAP in the airspace represents a potential hazard to flight safety, none of these reports suggest the UAP maneuvered to an unsafe proximity to civil or military aircraft, positioned themselves positioned themselves in flight paths they said, or otherwise pose a direct threat to the flight safety of the observing aircraft. So they're confirming there's absolutely no danger, and pilots are calling in saying, I'm getting buzzed and followed by UAPs. Furthermore, although none of the UAP sightings have been directly linked to foreign activities, like I said, adversarial countries most likely, investigations into these cases remain ongoing. I'm anxious for us to get through the years there because it's going to be a long shit show. The AARO emphasizes its dedication to improving domain awareness and understanding of UAPs, stating their belief that as data quality improves, the unidentified and purported anomalous nature of most UAP will likely resolve to ordinary phenomena. So the light that came down in my yard that had a shape in the center of it, AARO is full of shit. They're thug liars, they're warmongers, and they're into war and nothing else, and to having their funding to do their black secret projects and experimentation with secret societies and secret organizations and private organizations. These guys, ordinary phenomena, my ass. I think they're full of shit. Honestly, it's maddening because they're stopping people from coming out with the truth. This will change and affect all religions around the world. So mark my words, the religion's going to crumble before the truth even comes out, probably. A statement by the Pentagon press secretary, General Pat Ryder, on the annual report on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, October 18th, 2023. Yesterday, the Department of Defense and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence delivered to the Congress the annual report on unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAP, as required by the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2022, as amended by the fiscal year NDAA for fiscal year 2023. Analyzing and understanding the potential threats posed by UAPs is an ongoing collaborative effort involving many departments and agencies, and the department thanks the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and other contributing departments and agencies for the collaborative efforts to produce this report. But not to produce UFO data, to produce this report. The safety of our service personnel, our bases and installations, and the protection of U.S. operations security on land, in the skies, and in our sea, and even in space, are absolutely paramount. Duh. We take reports of incursions into our designated space, land, sea, or airspace seriously and examine each one. They're talking about that, but not talking about anything in particularly, right? The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, is leading Defense Department's efforts in the coordination with ODNI and other government agencies to document, analyze, when possible, and to resolve UAP reports using a rigorous scientific framework and a data-driven approach. We're in the beginning of time of that. There is no data approach, right? They have data and they say that it's shit because even the government, what they're filming is shit. You can't hardly see anything. It's lights up in the sky. Same thing when I show the moon and people say, it's blurry. There's nothing blurry. You're looking at clear atmosphere, a haze on the moon, not between Earth and the moon, a haze on the moon. But the same thing is with that light around the UFOs. They're going to have a hard time distinguishing what's inside of it. This may be nothing inside of it. It's maybe just the emanating physical space and time that's photonic light, and there's actually not a craft with those lights. Now, guys, craft exists, human craft and extraterrestrial craft that humans caught, retrieved after being downed and changed their propulsion systems. Maybe we have some alien craft, several alien craft that are using extraterrestrial propulsion systems where we're back engineering these extraterrestrial propulsion systems. We have Bob Lazar that was working on back engineering projects at Area 51. There's some more stuff coming out now, actually, about Area 51. You know, it's only a matter of time. They're going to try to suppress all this information from coming out, but they're not going to be able to stop it completely from coming out. It's impossible for them to do so. And if we go into, it says taking too long, the page is not opening up, possibly too many people trying to view the page. Well, yeah, that's weird. Come on there. Don't do this to me. Okay. There we are. Let's take a little look. This report is provided by the Defense Department in the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. We read that. Okay, let's go down here. Strong but shifting collecting bias. During the reported period, AARO received no reports indicating UFO sightings have been associated with adverse health effects. Okay, I read that too. So I basically read the first page of the report for you. Here's an interesting one. While the more presence of a UAP in the airspace represents a potential hazard to flight safety, I read that too. AARO continues to make progress receiving, standardizing, analyzing, and resolving reports of UAP. This is bullshit. Wow, I'm sorry I mentioned it. Working with military and technical partners to improve sensor placement. I'm trying to find the good stuff. Calibration to better collect against UAP. There's no collection system. We're at the beginning of time where all this is going to be formed, right? Eventually, paranormal investigations and ufology, it's all going to be one field, two different branches of the same field to elevate the quality of reporting and to provide risk reduction for improvised domain awareness. While this progress is facilitating collection and analysis of the UAP problem, set the continued volume and unidentified nature of most UAP as a direct consequence of gaps in domain awareness. These gaps are the direct result of insufficient data secured by radar. Bullshit. Electro, optical, infrared IR sensors, the presence of sensor artifacts. Bullshit. Such as IR flare and optical. Yeah, IR flare. Okay. Everything is basically a camera artifact, right? Here's a good one. They're talking about parallax. I just mentioned it in foreshortening. Effects of such as parallax that can cause observational misperceptions. Okay. I'll talk about that one after. Based on the ability to resolve case to date with an increase in the quality of data secured, the unidentified and purported anomalous nature of most UAP will likely resolve to ordinary phenomena. Like I said, it's the same bullshit they're repeating, and significantly reduce the amount of UAP case submissions. So get this. When I film the moon and an object is lying down, I can counter that. I could show you an image that everything is lying down and show it to you in a way where it's lifting upwards, straight up. You can see the bending of the shifting that I will do. If everything's lying down, you change a 25-degree angle to bring everything up, and it just so happens it could possibly be what the surface of the moon looks like when you don't have to endure the parallax and the libration. Parallax, libration, foreshortening is what occurs. Concave, convexed. Why is it that we see craters that go inwards, and sometimes the craters looks like they are inverted, and sometimes they're concave, convexed, right? In and out. Yeah, I'm not too impressed about this so far. Scope and assumptions. Let's see. What else in the report? Okay, UAP reporting increasing across the U.S. government. That's a good thing, guys. We need that to happen. And the implementation, of improved analytic processes is revealing trends. It's a stupid adjustment of the light. This is frustrating, boy. The report covers UAP reports from only the 31st of August, guys, 2022, to the 30th of April, 2023, and all UAP reports from all. I read that too. We're up to page 5 now. Figure 1. Reported UAP morphologies. One moment, please. What the heck is this? Reported lights. 28% reported lights. Reported UAP altitudes. All heights. Increased FAA reporting, shifting geographic collection bias, and morphology trend. AARO has received over 100 UAP incidents reports from FAA that contribute to the trend analysis of activity over the United States and its adjacent waters. Of the incident reports, FAA has shared with AARO the vast majority concerned sightings of unidentified lights without specific shape at widely varying estimated altitudes from less than 5,000 feet. That's exactly the ones that I'm seeing, up to 60,000 feet. None of these reports suggest the UAP were exhibiting anomalous characteristics maneuvered to an unsafe proximity to silver airspace. We read that before. To date, no encounters with UAPs has been confirmed to have directly contributed adverse health. Again, we're on page 7. They're repeating the same shit. Are confirming that only a very small percent. AARO's analytic efforts are confirming that only a very small percentage of UAP reports display interesting signatures. The one that I posted that came down to the house is definitely an interesting signature, such as high-speed travel and unknown morphologies. That's what I showed was an unknown morphology. The majority of unidentified objects reported to AARO demonstrate ordinary characteristics of readily explainable sources, with a large number of cases in AARO's holdings remain technically unresolved because of a lack of data. Without sufficient data, I'm going to be sick. Without sufficient data, these cases cannot be resolved. For the few objects that do demonstrate characteristics of interest, yes, AARO is approaching these cases with objectivity and analytic rigor. This approach includes physical testing and employing modeling and simulation to validate analysis and the underlying theories, and then peer reviewing those results before reaching any conclusion. So we're not there yet, unfortunately, when you think of it. Operational and Collection Division. During the period of reporting, AARO, in close collaboration with the Joint Staff and other DoD components, further normalized UAP operations, led development of reporting standards. Am I just saying words for nothing, guys? Is that what's going on? Informed acquisition of mission-specific sensors and guided integration of UAP detection, identification, and mitigation efforts, and improving the quality of data from Defense Department sources is very important, since up to this point, most UAP cases have been derived from DoD mission reports and are representative of observations in the department's operating, training, and testing areas. See Science and Technology Division. I don't know. This is sort of sucking. AARO successfully exercised its process for declassifying data. Where? When? And full motion videos of UAP events from an open congressional hearing. So they showed us a muzzle, stupid UFO orb where, okay, it's cool. They show that, and they're not showing anything else. They must have, guys, they must have hundreds of thousands of reports on that. Imagine all the documentation showing all the extraterrestrial aliens, their heights, their organs, they must be by this point testing alien organs in human beings. This is what they could be doing on the moon. If aliens created us, they're not going to come they're not going to come take our water. If they created us, they're not going to come kill us. If they created us or planet Earth and stuff like that, but we could be in a fridge, right? Like a very natural fridge, concentration camp fridge, where they come back and they can retrieve DNA all the time here from the humans. And maybe they're using our DNA for their own DNA and changes. It seems to be a big fashion where, chopping off testicles and stuff like that here on Earth. I can only imagine what the aliens are chopping off themselves. Kazoo doesn't have any genitals. I'm a little concerned. Has anybody seen any UFOs with rainbow signs on them? Just wondering. Please, I hope not. I hope not. Page 10. The space and maritime domain need to be fully integrated into AARO's processes. Airborne UAP continue to dominate UAP reporting, with 290 of the 291 reports from this reporting period occurring within the domain. And bye-bye. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm sick of that. I'll get the highlights out of it or whatever. It's not very interesting. There are the aliens and want carbon removed so it suits their own biology and humans converted to cyborgs. Could be. I don't know. It could be. I love the theories. Dom Goddess, thank you very much for being here. Thanks, you guys. Hello. Edwin Scheinberg, thanks again. What's the topic tonight? I couldn't be on time, so hey, I'm the one that's sorry. I'm telling you, topic. My research is always a topic. I've been filming UFOs all bloody week, but I'll be honest with you, the UFO reports that we're waiting for to come out, it's treacherous waiting for the truth to come out about the UFOs, but it's going to have to come out. They're going to have to come out. They already admitted that, secret projects are going on and stuff like that. Back in the day with Roswell, I'm also afraid that that is reoccurring. The same crap that's reoccurring that we saw with Roswell, where, they're pushing it under the rug, some of the information, or the Navy's saying it's the Army's saying, it's the NRA, the FBI is saying it's the CIA, DARPA, or whatever. They're always blaming themselves and naming other frontal organizations, Plastic, nothing more toxic than that, bro. You see what happens when plastic burns? Ever hear that? The sounds it makes and everything. I'm serious. Stargazer, thanks for coming in, guys and gals. Who else is here? We got Mickey Scott in the house. Thanks, Mickey. We would break the pond ice where the methane bubbles, yes, would get trapped underneath and light it. Poof. Yes, I've seen it. And there's some really cool videos online too. That's why I noticed it around here myself. If you go ice fishing and you have a nice section of the ice, you can see the methane pockets inside of the ice. You put a tube down in that and you light it, and the fire comes up. It's the methane fire ignites, and there's some videos online about that. It's true what Mickey says. That was pretty cool. I saw that. You wouldn't want to see a hell of a big bubble, right? You guys know about the sinkholes in Russia and Siberia. Sorry, Russia, Siberia. The sinkholes that are forming, massive sinkholes, methane accumulation inside of Earth's core, well, under the rocks, and they're rotting, and that methane accumulating, making pressure, and poof, exploding outwards. Who says that the moon's craters were not formed by methane explosions? Boom. Methane explosions coming from the center inside of the moon. I still believe the moon has a magnetosphere, but actually they recently found something. I've been saying that since 2016. And they're going to say, why would you say that, Bruce? You know nothing about that. Well, why are things being attracted to the moon? Why do we see atmospheres, hazes, and smokes? In 1/6 of atmosphere, microgravity, smoke should be a pill form. Did you know that? Smoke should be round in the form of a pill. And if there's a fire on the moon in one area or section, that fire of the smoke is going to remain all in one section. It's going to make a funnel, little round tube, because that's how smoke interacts in microgravity. The flame would be a blue flame, so shouldn't see flames on the moon. Yet we do. We see meteor impacts. We see explosions. I filmed explosions myself, which NASA confirms to everyone in the world that it's near impossible, especially for an amateur or anybody, even big telescopes, to actually be there at the right time to see a meteor strike. And I filmed over 16 explosions on the moon. They're not meteor strikes. It's because they're doing stuff there. They're mining. There's a war maybe possibly going on the moon. Remains interesting, I tell you. Luke Nathan, Madeleine White. How's your dad doing, man? Son of David White from the Republic of Ireland. Yeah, Luke, we're sending a lot of energy up to your dad, man. My father is blessed for all the prayers. We love him, man. Love you, Luke. And kind words. My pleasure. Please let him know we're thinking of him. Very thankful, too, for the prayers. So thank you. We love you. We love you, Luke. Thank you very much, man. Give a big hug and a kiss to your dad, man. He's going to be just okay. Keep us posted, Luke, at the same time on how he's doing. I know he's saying with the medication, they're going to be keeping him groggy most likely. So we're praying for him. Doesn't bite Casper because he tastes like sheet. I had heard that one before. Actually, I had forgotten that one. I like that one. Thanks, Darla. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming by the channel. Hey, we remained very limited. Jules, how are ya? She writes, woohoo, made it. 6 months. You guys haven't booted me yet. Love all of you. It ain't going to happen, Jules. I ain't going to boot you. We love you. We want you around. We would not boot you. Sergio M. 9:30. Oh, man. Sorry about that. Sergio M. Brother, thank you, man. Thank you very much. Jules of Southern Oregon made it to member for 6 months. Listen, I love you for it. Sergio, thank you, man. We had another good live stream, y'all. Edward's going to the freezer. What are you having, my friend? Bruce, what do you think about China's Tiangong space station? I think something happening up there. Not too Catholic. I just found out about it. Absolutely, Angel Dreams. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Angel Dreams, a couple of videos back, the Tiangong space station went right over my house. It goes directly over my house. And when you see it, when I was showing it on the Starlink satellites, also, the space station and the Tiangong space station are following each other, of course, right? They're like side by side, probably watching each other, whatever the hell they're doing. And yep, Tiangong, they built it up. They set it up in 2 or 3 sections. They're doing a lot of renovations and a whole bunch of stuff that they're doing on that to make it big. We have no idea what they're doing up there. It's not good at all. I think those are all weapons. The ISS space station is supposed to come down in atmosphere and crash very soon in 2030. Oh, actually, sorry about that. I think I meant Hubble, but the space station, I heard they were going to destroy it and take it down, right? Am I hallucinating? The ISS won't last forever, as stresses on the primary structure have accumulated over time, including the effects of changing temperatures. Anyways, as the station swings in and out of view of the sun. Last year, NASA announced that the station's operations would end, so I was right, in 2030. After which it will fall into the Pacific Ocean to hide it. It's the perfect plan. It's got to fall into the ocean so they can hide everything that was on it. When you think of it, that was on March 28th, 2023 that they wrote that information was written. Hey, so sorry, everyone. So you did find me, Stargazer? I'm really in there, guys. He's holding a baby. Yes. Hybrid star child. Absolutely. Holding a baby, and I got my face in there. If you guys check it out. Want to keep the trolls busy looking for Bruce. Can't find me. You can see me, but you can't see me now. Now you see me, now you don't. Please let your dad know we love him, Luke, and we're sending some energy, man. Keep us posted, brother. Long-time supporter of the channel, the whole family. We're just talking about David White's yesterday, right? No, Wednesday. Wednesday's stream, I talked about the seal, the 6th and 7th seal, the 6th seal. Luke, your dad sent me a beautiful print of a painting of, or I think it was a print, and I guess it was taken off because it was very controversial. It is a controversial image. I got that hanging up on my wall on the other side. Dinner time, people. Yeah, I will be letting you guys get to your dinners and suppers. You see the before last video? The comments stopped. Stephen A. He came and commented. First one in 48 hours or 24 hours that commented on the before last video because the video's views had stopped. And I thank you all for the comments on the last video, which I will be answering them tomorrow. I regret not mentioning that. I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but those just here on Patreon, Leah, Christy, a couple of people, I will be replying to you. I'll be going to check up on Patreon. Even somebody said, Bruce, a gift on Patreon, and I want you to reply to me. So I will be going there, guys, this weekend, I promise, and looking forward to it also. Silver Stacker as well. Paul, right on, man. Right on, brother. Lurking tonight, feeling worse. Hey, sorry to hear about that, Kai, man. But had to break in to say hi. Love you, bro. I have it untrusted by me, at least, authority. Halloween is a satanic holiday. Holiday. It is, right? And participating is worshiping. Exactly. So if you're having a couple of beers with your friends on Halloween, nothing wrong with that. But if you are, you know, doing satanic worship and stuff, you can be sure it's the Day of the Dead that they're doing that, right? Scary stuff. Yeah, we're only 50 people watching. Well, government's on the verge of going bye-bye. Government's losing big time. The people are coming back. Hope. Yeah. All the more for me. Thank you, Stargazer. It's the most manipulated mineral, the most manipulated what the hell is wrong with me? I'm losing my English. Not fine currency. What's wrong with me? You know what I mean? Anyways, it's the most manipulated market. Sorry. That's what I was trying to say. Silver, the most manipulated market. Silver is just being held back, guys, so that the rich can get themselves rich. They make you pretend when you go to the bank that you're going to get paper and not real silver, uh, pure physical silver. It is pure physical silver they send to you. If you order silver, don't order this year's silver, order random silver. It's brand new bars. They're going to tell you at the bank, if you order random silver, they could have nicks and a whole bunch of things on it. It's to stop people from wanting to buy the silver. You could be right, Stargazer, about silver never going up. My intuition, this is the best time to buy silver because in less than 3 years, silver is going up to $800. The gold is going to bounce up to $5,000, $7,000. They need this. If you look up in mining around the world, the demand for silver, the demand that Biden, the United States, asked and needed for silver. There's a demand every year. You look at the mining, I look at it here in Quebec, and there's a great big demand for silver for many things. They need it for weapons, they need it for computers, they need it for satellites, and they're going to need it for solar panels. They need it for solar panels, right? So if they're going to build solar panels on the moon, they're going to need the silver. But here's the thing. Once the system and the elites, the corrupt elites crash, we are going to see a jump. We've seen jumps in the past. You can't say that it stays. Silver is so volatile. It is so volatile. And I've been watching silver for the past year, and I can confirm to you that it has gone up and down daily, but it's staying in the same range. Silver bar only a couple of years ago, I saw at the bank they were selling them for $18, and now it's $40, $50. That went up. If I had bought 1,000 bars back then at $18, I would have like hundreds and hundreds of percent, more on the investment. That's for sure. But I totally hear you, Stargazer. They're keeping it down, they're keeping it low, but that's why you have to buy, guys. You have to buy when silver is low. You don't lose when you buy silver. It's that you grab your paper money and you put it into a brick, and that brick, worst comes to worst, you're always going to be able to sell it for the price that you paid for it. It's not going to go down. The silver's not going to drop down for good. But if silver drops down, which it will, I'm hoping it will, and it will, when it drops down, people will invest in silver and go back and buy some bars, and then it will go back up. Because silver is a long-term investment, right? You have to not just look whether it's bullish or you have to really learn about how much silver we have on Earth, about how much silver is in demand and what they predict in the future. They're running out of the silver there. Don't forget, the bank started talking about it just a couple of years ago. The bank started saying, well, they're running out of silver. So you couldn't order any more 1 ounce bars. You could only order 100 ounce and 10 ounces. It's not because they don't have any, it's because they're limiting the sales of it. The elites buy it. You see the corrupt crap that happened with the cryptocurrency and the young kids, this guy that went to jail and whatnot, made like billions of dollars, right? The elites suppressed it. They manipulated the money. They took the money away from the young people making money with silver at GameStop, right? GameStop or Game something. These kids made billions of dollars in minutes. And it was manipulated. They turned around, they manipulated that. And they said, no, we're not going to allow them to do that. That's how you see where the friggin' silver market is manipulated for sure. Hey, Dom Goddess. Wow. Thank you. Guys and gals, that really means a lot. I appreciate that. Hey, thank you very much, Dom Goddess. Member for 1 month. Happy to be a member here. And Paul, thanks for the gifts too. And all of you that take the time. We'll be supporting Bruce's important work for the foreseeable future. Thank you so much, man. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, everybody. That means a lot, Dom Goddess. Please forgive each and every one of you that I was not able to answer your messages or that I didn't see them. I always wish I could. Surprising, there's only 54 people here right now. Limited, eh? Live viewers. Isn't that interesting? Blows me away. When I went down, guys, for 3 weeks, I went from 100,000 views for my month. 3 weeks after, my views were at 20,000. So the whole time I was gone, only you guys here came and saw my stuff. Hey, Sergio, welcome. Hey, bro. Thanks a lot, man. You guys, I love you guys a lot. Paul, Jules, again, 6 months. Awesome. Dom Goddess. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the generous contributions also. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love you guys a lot. And thank you for your interest that you have in my channel. I will not stop producing these amazing videos. And the drone phone, I think my head is backwards. The drone fund, when we started a few months back now, accumulating the money for that. I will. And trust me, we're going to get it. January's the date. January is when you'll be able to ask me, Bruce, when are you going to get it? Doing it, learning, buying, choosing. And we're all going to talk together about different types of drones. I want your feedback, all of you. I'm sure some of you drive and operate drones. I want to know a lot of feedback on that. Maybe some, even though we're talking a little bit ahead of time, not that much, guys. We are approaching November, October 27th. Guys, be careful at Halloween. If you are living in these big metropolitans or cities and towns, be careful going out to shows and stuff. I know if you're a couple, you're going to want an evening, a relaxing evening, maybe. Be very careful because I am worried about the terrorist attacks and Hamas and what's going on with Israel. Learn about sleeper cells. A lot of, I don't want anything to happen. I don't want anything to happen in any of our countries. So be aware of your surroundings is basically what I want to say. I love you guys a lot. Mods, thank you very much for helping me on this channel and making this channel, as good as it is. We have to admit we have the best family here. So thanks again, everyone. I'll talk to you all very soon. Thanks for the amazing support, guys. Thanks for everything, Paul, everyone. Bye-bye. See you soon.